Game number 3 of the morning. We have Drostdy all the way from Worcester against host school Milnerton High School. It's Keenan Horn and Randall Crisp taking you guys through game number 3.
Thank you. And third game of the day, second one for us on the mics. Quite a good start so far. Last game ending 2-0, and as we say that, I think I just heard a stick get chopped in half.
What would a wood chop wood?
I have no idea.
Chop hockey stick, I guess.
Yeah, the hockey stick budget at the high school level is quite a bit higher than what we are used to at seniors, but quite a good start by Milnerton as they look to take advantage. Milnerton being captained by Timon Jansonius.
Can you just say that again? Was that English?
I believe so. And vice captain is Gian Taylor. And Drostdy being captained by Eugene Labuskachny.
You know, if Eugene was born in Australia, you wouldn't call him Labuskachny, would you?
Probably not.
Family of Martinus Labuschagne? Probably not, eh?
You may have lost me there again.
I take it you're not a big cricket fan.
Oh, of course I am. You know, as we get a little bit older, we find less time to trace everything.
Are you giving away your age again, Randall?
Oh, of course. I try not to, but it's a bit hard.
Oh, some good skills here by the RTS left midfielder there. And he carries on his lead going through the line. Will he get it? Oh, some good defending, good positioning from the Millie's defender over there.
Yeah, Milnerton have 2 star players in their side. The number 7, Luca Carstens, and number 10, Kyle.
Yeah, Luca Carstens just showing a bit of his class there. Some good yardsticks there, pulling the ball. Decent pass.
Yeah, him and Kyle Tesloba are 2 of the players who are looking to move this game forward. Kyle being the number 10 from Milnerton. They are controlling the middle of the park as Drostdy, they're coming from quite far away, made quite a long trip out here. But they are playing a very interesting brand of hockey as they...
We've seen a lot of that this today. Oh, good little body check there. Off the ball. Some good composure from all the teams at the moment, just being so comfortable playing with the ball in their own circle there. We're definitely going to see quite a bit more of an aggressive game today. I know the Worcester boys are quite, as they would say in Worcester, fris manne. So yeah, we're looking for a nice physical game. I'm sure the umpires will manage it accordingly, but in the same breath allowing the contest to flow.
Yeah, umpire Liam and umpire AB, they were actually quite instrumental in our Western Province men's indoor side build-up now up to IPT.
Is that the reason why Western Province won the IPT?
I believe so. I mean, it's all about having exposure to what we expect when we get to Durban. And as we say, that Drostdy making a way into the side of the field, finding their way on the outside, and well defended long corner.
Interesting execution of the defensive tackle there, just swatting the ball away. But Drostdy is still on the ball and have another opportunity. Drostdy looking full of running this morning.
Yeah, in situations like that, you want to guarantee stopping the striker finding his way through, because there was quite a bit of support right behind the defensive line.
A little bit of a loose ball here, and Milnerton have a chance to counter attack. They can just move the ball a little bit quicker. And there we go. A little foot race over there. Great work from both players to stay in it there. Good contest.
Yeah, foot race and maybe a little bit of an elbow that went out there.
We don't talk about the sharp elbows, Crispy. You know, we encourage a little streetwise behavior. So if the umpire doesn't get it, you know, you do what you can on the field. It's all about playing a game within a game.
And ball going back to the other side. So that ball going straight into the D, looking for that big overhead. Going into the wind. And well managed by the front stick there by the striker.
as we've seen from Milnerton's ladies team, the men's team or the boys team are also executing a full press over here. Striker just almost did get a stick on the ball there, but yeah, putting them under pressure and looking for turnovers. But a great touch there into midfield, just opening the field up. Tried the through ball straight through. Oh, he would be ruining that chance. My word, I don't think you'll get an easier chance today. But a great touch in the midfield, opened the play up, ball straight through the spine of Milnerton's defense, and the striker just couldn't execute it.
Yeah, and as we always say, you do not want to rely on another team's bad basics. That was just a little bit of unforced error, and as you say, that Milnerton finding their way on the outside, big ball cross, well defended.
Excellent work from Milnerton, just shifting the defense there, playing in the zones. Great ball movement to execute a goal scoring opportunity, just couldn't execute the backhand pass, as we call it, the tomahawk.
And as you said, another big build up on the left side here by Drostdy. Space.
Oh, he slides it in. Oh man, I told you these RTS Drostdy boys are full of running this morning. I don't know what they're eating up in Worcester, but they are looking fast.
There's a lot of pace there. Taking advantage and beating the keeper. Keeper coming out with confidence and just rinsed at the last second. Looks like RTS also playing with a bit of a high press. As they come away with the ball, big swing.
Unlucky. The coach of RTS Drostdy will definitely be happy with what they're doing, just not the execution in that circle. It could have been 2 or 3-0 up right now, but just the execution letting them down at this stage. Let's hope that doesn't come back to haunt them.
They are playing with quite a bit of patience in defense. The attack is quite pacey.
Oh, good overhead there into space. Unlucky with the receive. RTS just full of fighting this morning. I think they caught the Milnerton boys by surprise because they're looking to play some nice fluent hockey, but the RTS boys are just going out there guns blazing. Great pass again, making the field as big as possible.
I think one of the most impressive things about RTS today in particular, or this match in particular, is the fact that they are looking to pick up any loose ball.
Yeah, it's hard to play against players who never give up, you know. I think that's one of the hardest things, players that don't stop running. Milnerton is just going to have to be smart about how they play this game today. And it's going to be interesting to see what Coach Drostdy of Milnerton, how he sets his team up and what he has to say after the first 10 minutes.
A little bit of a turnover there, and Milnerton have the ball. But as soon as they're given that 5, it just vanishes once the ball is made live.
Yeah, the Drostdy coach is feeling like the boys are forcing their passes now, instead of just finding the simple pass. Again, one straight through the spine, forcing it through there again, as we just spoke about.
Yeah, sometimes it's just easier to play the ball straight to the stick. But you need to have confidence in your players and in your passing.
Yeah, we always say play the first pass you see, because that's often the most simple one. And sometimes players want to give what they deem the best pass too soon, and that's where those double or turnovers come from. But great skills here on the right hand side, driving the baseline. Oh, unlucky. I felt like he should have thrown the ball into the hot box over there. You know what the hot box is, Dr. Crisps?
Me being just a manager and not a coach, no. I hear the term being thrown around quite a bit, and I just sit back and manage team lists.
Yeah, I'm sure you know more than that. You're just downplaying your knowledge there. But the area of the P spot towards the goal box is often called the hot box, because when the ball's loose there, anything can happen. And usually what happens if a player drives the baseline, you can throw it in there and it's a 50-50. But again, great ball from Milnerton. Oh, unlucky. You know, when Milnerton get going and they're moving the ball from the middle out wide, they look really, really good. They're just struggling to execute down the left-hand side over there.
Yeah, I think it'll come down to just those last few connections. We know what Coach Jonty's looking for. We've seen the way he sets up his squad, and as we say, that another big drive on that left side by RTS Drostdy, looking for something across the D. Ball goes wanting over the baseline, and if they connect one of those, it could be 2 or 3 goals in short succession. As I trip over my own words.
Did your English data bundle run out there, Randall?
You know, I'm actually off record, so it does run off from time to time.
Again, the ball just dying on the left-hand side there for Milnerton. I'm sure Milnerton should be looking at going down their strong side, at least on 1 or 2 occasions. I'm sure the coach will be looking at that. They look like they're having joy, but they're just unable to execute down that left-hand channel. Oh, good pressure from the centre forward there. Will he get the turnover? Oh, good composure, and unfortunate there. Oh, little argy-bargy there off the ball. But good composure from Drostdy.
Yeah, that a bit of off the ball play will be noted by the umpires.
Yeah, personally knowing these 2 umpires, they try to stop any off the ball incidents pretty quickly, but while allowing the game to flow. So yeah, we're in capable hands here, Randall.
As we say, that little bit of a loose ball finds its way into.
Oh, great 3D skills, and I'm not sure what happened there, if the Milnerton striker just ran in the way, but great 3D skills, great early execution of the shot. That's what you want to see, and rewarded with a short corner. If you just get the ball on target, anything can happen.
Yeah, as you're saying, the little hot box area right in front, so any loose ball in that area is potentially a goal, as we also like to say thanks to Now Wena, cybersecurity specialist.
I feel pretty safe over here. I don't know about you, Randall.
The sun is coming out on a very warm day, so. And ball goes out to First Castle.
Oh, a little bit of a
bounce, and ball finds through. I believe that is a goal. Umpires will just have a quick discussion.
So what often happens is, corners aren't executed to perfection, and these broken corners are often some of the hardest to defend because the ball just goes everywhere, just like we've seen there, mistrap. But yeah, we'll see what the umpires decide over here. Big discussion happening, a little bit of confusion, and they have agreed that it's a goal. 1-0 up to Milnerton, not having the better chances in the first 15 minutes, but they've left with a goal from their first PCA.
And just a little breakdown for viewers at home. So what happened there was, yes, you're not allowed to lift the first shot in the short corner, but that ball had bobbled through and was a deflection that had gone through. So it was deemed okay. And that would technically be the second shot.
And the goal scorer from Milnerton is Tom from Milnerton.
And 1-0 so far to Milnerton High. 5 minutes left in the first half. It's been quite a heated affair so far. And young man on the outside looking to find his way through 3 RTS Drostdy defenders. Not always easy. The defense of RTS Drostdy looking to form these little boxes. Look at the big overhead and ball rolling through, but looks like it's loose. Oh, good work by the keeper as it clears it on the outside.
Again, we're seeing one of those classic breaks from Drostdy there, but good composure by the keeper. As you can see, Luca from Milnerton with some great hands in the midfield there, just not releasing it in time, which caused the opportunity for Drostdy to have that counter attack.
And lots of patience here now from RTS Drostdy as they look to find and easier way in. They were looking to force the ball through earlier, but now taking a more patient stance.
Yeah, I think the game has slowed down a little bit. Also, them conceding a goal. It's a different type of pressure, when you're behind and still trying to play that same brand of hockey. But there, the ball goes into that hot box that I spoke about, and the striker just unable to get the ball off his stick. Again, Drostdy very, very dangerous, creating opportunities, just not being able to execute.
So far we are looking for another way through.
Four minutes left. Definitely think Milnerton will be the happier of the two teams now. Drostdy with those early chances in the half, but Milnerton taking the chance that mattered. Great open receive there in midfield. Again, as we spoke about, if Milnerton starts getting their passes together, they make the field so big. They look so good. Another good pass there. Oh, some good skills there from Milnerton. But the RTS boys, as I said, it's hard to play against players who don't give up. And that defender just showed that. Again, just a little bit of a loose pass there. But the Drostdy player recovers and wins a hit. Oh, no, hit against him. My apologies. Hit the Drostdy player's foot. I'm sure Milnerton will just be looking to get another one on the board there. A little bit of using their momentum just to finish the half off quite strong. And here they are again in the attacking third. Again, another loose pass there, and Drostdy find their way now with another counter attack, which you've seen all morning. Oh, ooh, lucky to just get away with a blow there. I thought that was a good counter attacking opportunity.
Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes the body gets in the way.
Hard to move that out the way, eh?
Well, sometimes use a little bit of leverage.
I always ask the umpire, should I just disappear? Where should I go to? Should I go into the ground? What's your advice, Randall?
Myself being one of the larger humans, I'm not moving.
Okay, you don't have to tell us about your gym exploits.
You mean the 5 years that I haven't been to the gym?
You can't blame lockdown for that, eh?
It's all about what we want to achieve. And as we say, that the temperatures today, we are expecting quite a warm one. As we just wait for our weather spies to feed through the information. Currently 23 degrees outside, expecting 29. Clear skies out in Milnerton, a little bit of wind as expected.
1 minute left here. Drostdy will be looking to just get another opportunity at goal, see if they can keep there. We've seen in the previous game, teams always scoring towards the end of the half. Maybe it's a lack of concentration.
Yeah, sometimes that's just what it comes down to, is just maintaining composure, maintaining control over the flow of the game.
Milnerton with a little half-court press here and a good turnover, executing their press. Great. Ooh. Just a loose ball through, just relieving pressure there. I'm sure the coach would have wanted him just to keep the ball on the stick with 30 seconds left. Just keep the ball in the right areas of the field. See the half out. But yeah, Drostdy have 30 seconds to try and deliver something going into half-time. As you can hear, circle 2 in English, that means towards the circle, please players, please, I beg of you.
15 seconds left and finding a little bit of space there, but
and Luka Modric there on the ball, and loose ball inside the circle, defender gathers, and that's half time. What do you make of that first 20 minutes there, Randall?
That was quite a good 20. I think we're starting to see the confidence brewing and blooming with both of these sides. In that last play, I don't know, with that player not being 5, I probably would have just run the ball straight at him to get the short corner. But good start so far for both sides. Your view so far?
Yeah, I think Drostdy started off quite well in that first 5 to 10 minutes. Had some great opportunities, and as I said, if you don't take your opportunities early, it comes back to haunt you. But here we have Coach Gibson of the ladies team that just executed a draw. Coach Gibson, would you just like to talk us through your game? How are you feeling? I know a win would have been the desired outcome. You guys had the better passages of play there. You had the most momentum in the game. If I looked at the possession stats, you had 60% possession to Westerford's 40%. You had about 34 circle entries to Westerford's 20, but yet 2 all.
Hi Keenan, thanks so much. Yeah, no, I'm impressed. The girls played really well. Result-wise, obviously 2-2, I think pretty fair reflection. If you think on one way that Westerford played well, we played really well, really happy. Would have liked to have scored a few more. But yeah, ultimately, nice day out, good 40 minutes of hockey under the belt, and yeah, it was a really good performance.
What's your advice for your girls going into the second game?
I just think just to be a little bit more clinical in the final third. And then just on counter defense, just to be a little bit more alert, because it's a bit hurtful when you dominate a game and then out of nowhere you end up conceding. But yeah, it's part of the game, and where we are at now, I think I'm pretty happy. So yeah.
Good luck. Thanks, Chris Gibson.
Thank you.
That's the ladies Milnerton coach who drew earlier this morning with Westerford 2 all.
We're gonna get to Shane now.
Pick up your mic.
It looks like we have the potential for a Belgian start here as time is going, and umpires want to get this game underway. Both teams a little bit slow in their half-time talks, but
What do you think the chat was from both coaches over there going to the half time?
well, definitely I think from the Drostdy side would be about capitalizing on the defensive structure and looking to take advantage of the blinding counter-attacks. I think from Milnerton it's just going to be about playing that defensive, not defensive, but patient game. Their patient build-up has been working quite well for them, and as you said, that ball goes into the D.
Ooh. No scrappy there. Milnerton with a great opportunity in that first minute of the game. But yeah, as you're saying, 2 contrasting styles we're seeing today. Milnerton taking a more structured approach, playing through the midfield, doing a half-court press to hit on the counter as well, where Drostdy are just hitting on the counter attack, where they just going with those front runners, those really pacey boys up front, and just causing havoc for Milnerton at the back. So we're going to see, with these contrasting styles, who prevails and who's the most adaptable.
Yeah, I'm sure Captain Eugene Labuschagne would love to see 1 or 2 goals on the board, playing in the middle of the field there, number 10. Lighting conditions, long shadows, starting to shorten as the sun comes up, but look at that build up on the outside.
Great pace from Millies here, driving the baseline. Great pass. Good skills there, good 3. Oh, unlucky there. Ball just hitting Carl's foot over there, but great build-up play. Great skills.
As you see Milnerton again looking for that calm build-up on this outside.
Randall, you see some covers coming over here. Hot day at the Gabba, the Milnerton Gabba. Get some structure going there for the shade, Oh, this is beautiful. We've just been treated to a nice gazebo sponsored by Extreme Energy.
I believe this is the Milnerton High School gazebo. I'm very happy with a little bit of shade on me.
I was hoping to effect a nice Caramello Bear tan today, but you know.
No, big shot comes across there and goes over the baseline for 16.
Milnerton definitely starting the better of the two teams in the second half. Can Drostdy keep up a gung-ho approach? It's getting hotter. The boys are going to start getting a little bit more tired. Lots of electrolytes needed, but can you keep up that 100% intensity all the time?
Yeah, as you had mentioned before, the fastest player on the field is the ball, so it's going to be a matter of managing the passes, managing the pace of the game.
Oh, Luca again having great vision to play the ball into the space. Great ball into space. I'd like to talk about that. You know, not just passing the ball to the stick, but allowing the player to run onto the ball, carry on that momentum. Unfortunately that he couldn't execute, but Milnerton looking really, really good.
I think one thing that's been quite good from both sides is the discipline. We've not seen anyone chirp an umpire. They're here to operate.
That's what we want to see from the boys. They're just getting on with the game. Umpires are there just to manage the affairs, not to get into any conflict with players or coaches, and that's what we're seeing. Beautiful day out.
And now there's Drostdy looking to find touch on the other side of the park, looking to relieve a little bit of pressure and see if they can put Milnerton under a small amount of pressure. Over it goes straight to the RTS Drostdy stick, but unable to keep that one down. A little bit of luck there for Milnerton, but ball rolls back and here comes
Great
Drostdy.
leave. Drostdy, this is what we're talking about, eh? Just driving hard, has an opportunity. Oh, again tries the one-hand reverse something there. I don't know what you call that skill, but it looked like it was manufactured straight out of Worcester.
The maximum pressure being applied here by RTS Drostdy. They are looking to take every opportunity.
Just a minor technicality there. The ball, if it goes over the baseline, it has to be taken on the 23-meter line. A little bit of a miss hit there. And Milnerton now with an opportunity. Quick break. Oh, again, these boys are... Ooh, some good skills there. I like what I saw, but the defender stayed in the challenge. And striker has no choice but to recycle, which is a very good opportunity. We haven't seen much of that. Just securing the pass. Oh, great ball into space. Good lead. Now the reverse stick. I mean, we've seen this. Oh, wild swing there from the defender.
Yeah, desperate defense by Milnerton. Well aware of the numbers in the D. As the scrappy ball goes through and ball rolls straight to keeper. What will he do? Bit of a mistrap there, but defender is on post waiting.
Well done from the defender there, just winning the hit under pressure there. But wow, what an opportunity again. Drostdy, you know, they're committing numbers now, so that means they're leaving spaces out at the back. Milnerton will be happy with taking those opportunities and hopefully to be more clinical inside the circle. Into the space. Luca is having a busy time in that midfield. And I can only imagine the heat's going to start catching up with him.
Yeah, it just seems like the playmakers in both sides just taking the most difficult route, choosing the most difficult route through to the D. Looking to take on players with every opportunity.
Oh, unlucky there, just a little mischap there, just trying to switch the play.
Quite a contrasted game compared to the ladies game we watched just before this, where ladies were looking to go on the outside and enter on T-point.
Yeah, no, definitely the boys are trying to be a little bit more brave, playing through the press structures, which is nice to see, you know. I have that confidence to play through the defensive setup. Here you can see Milnerton now deciding to stand off a little bit. Again, as we spoke about that heat factor, you know, can you just carry on a full press for a full 40 minutes in this heat? And the answer is no, Randall.
Well, as those who have played will know, a full press is an exhaustive method of play.
As the great Jurgen Klopp from Liverpool would say, it's heavy metal hockey. Not a fan of Liverpool, just to put it out there.
We remain neutral out here.
Yeah, they must speed it down this time.
Just over 12 minutes left. Score still 1-0 to Milnerton. Big ball rolls through the middle of the park and a little bit of scrappy basics there, looking to regain position. Ball going back to RTS Drostdy. Drostdy looking to force this ball.
Ooh. You know what? We keep saying they're looking to force their passes, but yet I think there's been about quite a few that has gone through. So I think it's Milnerton who have not dealt with it effectively. Obviously, as we spoke about Drostdy's direct style of hockey, it has worked for them, but they're just not able to capitalize on Milnerton's lack of defense. And therefore the score remains 1-0 with about 11 minutes to play.
Yeah, it's always difficult when you have trained and you're used to playing a number of squads as another ball finds its way to the baseline. When you're used to playing a particular brand of hockey and playing against a particular brand of hockey and find yourself against a new strategy. Ooh, left with so much space to just charge straight into the D. Can he get the PC?
And yes, he has. The Drostdy coach will not be happy with that in terms of their defensive setup. Luca of Milnerton just having a free lane just to enter into the circle.
And thanks again to Fourways Online, ever present. Fantastic sponsor.
Fourways Online making this live stream happen.
So I'd imagine that Milnerton will be looking to use their first variation or their base variation for this one, 2 casters on top.
I don't know, their first corner was a bit of a scrappy one which they scored from, so they will probably go for the same call. Looks like a... Ooh, okay. I don't know if that ball left the circle.
And that was a reverse. It hit the back of the stick according to umpire Liam Ferguson.
Yeah, part of me is wondering if the turf is not very dry, because in this game and the previous game the teams have struggled to get the ball out in their short corner attack, or a little bit of dangerous play there trying to execute the overhead.
Yeah, so they may just need a bucket of water on that push out spot just to allow that ball to glide. That is also up to the players themselves to recognize.
Yes, definitely. I mean, we've blessed, and you're blessed with playing on the AstroTurf. You need to keep it nice and moist. The ball can keep moving. The hotter it gets, the ball be a lot more rubbery, harder to trap. But here we have aggressive lead through, shot and defended. Oh, ball across the circle. No one there to tap it in. Drostdy again playing the direct style of hockey, causing problems for Milnerton. Just going through the middle of the field.
Yeah, once again, Drostdy just seeming to find route 1 with relative ease compared to what we'd expected. And this is Milnerton stuff, so we are...
Oh, ball through there, big ball through, but unlucky the Milnerton player. Not one of the hardest skills to do is running at full pace, trying to trap the ball on your reverse stick when it's bouncing.
And with just over 8 minutes left, you see Drostdy with ball. Big call for ball pace from the coach as they look to string a few long direct passes together.
If you had to throw the kitchen sink at this game as a Drostdy coach, what would your tactics be, Randall? Oh, ball going through again, as we've seen many times today. Oh, pull back, but no one that... Oh, he gathers his own pullback. That is some extreme pace there. Oh, just not able to find that pass. Wow. These Drostdy boys do not stop running. I don't know what they eat or drink there in Worcester, but I want some of that.
Oh, it looks like we have a little bit of a cramp. Yeah, going back to the question, I think in a situation like this, what Drostdy have been doing really well is capitalizing on that route one ball. Route one ball, in theory, shouldn't work because you should be meeting sticks on the way through, but it's finding its way through. So I think just that last little step in the D, taking advantage of that bouncing ball and just cracking the first shot that you get.
Yeah, definitely putting a play on far post there, just that easy tap in. I think that's where they let themselves down. So if the coach is looking for this, as we call it, river hockey, getting the ball right through the spine of the field, you can't just have one striker constantly running and being forced into his reverse stick. We need another striker following up to have that tap in easy goal. But as we can see, the heat taking its toll there on one of the Drostdy players. You know, he's being carried off on his shield there, knowing that he's putting one heck of a shift in this heat over here, just non-stop running from that young man today.
Yeah, that is Captain Eugene Labuskachny out there.
What a man. And I'm sure you will, whatever magic spray he needs, he will get back on that field with 6 minutes left. Oh, great control there. Oh, cuts inside, nice, opens up the field, low ball through, and great defended. Again, we see just enough in terms of Milnerton defenders getting their stick on the ball there, but Drostdy still causing a menace, not giving up, and that will be a bit of a worry for Milnerton's coach, John T.
Yeah, looking at the way that Drostdy are stringing these passes together, they're not playing a dead flat ball. They are actually just lifting it ever so slightly and taking advantage of that space above the stick.
Yeah, which is of course harder to defend, eh? Oh, here's another opportunity, but these Drostdy players are just relentless in just chasing down every single thing. Need I remind you though that Milnerton's goal came from a short corner, so they haven't actually scored a field goal yet because they're finding it very hard to penetrate these boys over here from Worcester.
Yeah, it is difficult playing against squads like RTS Drostdy who do not slow down. They play a very particular brand of hockey.
It's a brand that I thoroughly enjoy.
Just that small amount of aggression.
Ooh, good ball going through again. Lower lift as you spoke about, Randall. Oh, short corner, and he had the shot. So
Whistle
game's
has knock
playing.
on. Whistle
but
has knock on.
yeah, you just assume that you would get the short corner there. But need I remind you folks who are watching the game, if you get a short corner, but there's no whistle and you take the shot, and you do not score, that means you had your advantage and the short corner cannot be blowed. And there you can see again a lack of experience from these young men, which they will definitely learn from for the future.
Yeah, particularly in a situation like that where they did not have the advantage and the ball comes back in. Another
Oh.
pass, nice ball lifted in the air, but can they get something through?
Oh,
Short
what a
corner.
shot. He thought he scored the way he's running back, but all these Drostdy boys are running back. I don't know where they're running to, but they're still in this. What an executed tomahawk shot there from P spot. You'd want to score from P spot, but defender jumping in the way, putting his body on the line for Milnerton, and they will take a short corner.
Yeah, as you had mentioned, the hot box area. So that last 9 yards in between goal line and P spot.
It's all happening in the hotbox area in this game, eh? But Drostdy now with their first short corner. Are we looking at something out of the ordinary? What do you think, Randall?
I'm actually patiently and quietly anticipating a drag flick from Castle 1.
And it's Castle 2, so we got the drag flick. Great save from the keeper. Wow, these boys are playing some hockey on this Saturday morning. Great execution on the drag flick, great save from the keeper, just great hockey all around. This is what we want to see, and unfortunately Drostdy just throwing the ball away. I think the time pressure is not catching up with them, where they're getting a little bit loose, but they're still causing a lot of havoc for Milnerton, and Milnerton breathe a sigh of relief yet again.
Yeah, I'm sure the RTS Drostdy coach will be quite happy with what he's been witnessing, particularly in his last 10 minutes. The pressure from RTS Drostdy has been relentless. And on top of that, they've just seemingly found their feet.
2 minutes left. Milnerton now sitting back on their defense. They still find another big ball going through the gap, finding its way all the time to the top of the circle. Something that Milnerton will have to look at rectifying when they go further in this tournament. These balls down the spine are just hurting them constantly. Dealt with it nicely over there, but that just cannot happen.
Yeah, Milton's next match will be at 12 against Westerford. That'll be Milton boys. And RTS Drostdy will have them next match against Westerford as well. So this is a fantastic opportunity to iron out anything that they want to execute on throughout the rest of the day. And with just a minute left,
Yeah,
1-0.
I think the big things with these tournaments is that coaches want to see their teams progress and just improve game by game. But I mean, the win at the end of the day is the result you're looking for. And here we see Milnerton with a minute left having an opportunity here to put the nail in the coffin. Oh, great defending, great skills there from the young man from Drostdy. Oh, he just has to keep the ball on his stick there, but a double turnover. And Milnerton come away with a hit. And Luca, ever-present Luca, playing a ball, goal shot, and great save from the keeper. Oh, that's a short corner.
Yeah, it was a short corner. Keeper made a little bit of a dangerous tackle there with stick and glove in the air.
Liam Ferguson rewarding Milnerton boys there with a PCA.
And that's the end of the match.
Great opportunity here for Milnerton just to get their goal tally up. But Drostdy will be feeling a little hard done by. They played some exciting hockey in the second half. Milnerton, after the first 5 minutes, were nowhere to be seen, but yet they can walk away with a nice cushion.
Full squad on the outside. Big flick goes through, unable to get that one off, and very well defended by RTS Drostdy.
Game, set, match. What an exciting encounter over here today. These boys in the sweltering heat just didn't stop going, but Milnerton walking away on 1-0. A goal from Tom, that short corner deflection that he got. And yeah, that's the end of the game.
A fantastic match so far. Keenan, standout moments for you?
I don't know, I quite like the Drostdy boys just piercing through the middle of the Milnerton attack. Yeah, they're never giving up approach. There was a couple of moments where they just ran straight through the spine. Also the little leads off the defender's shoulders to receive those balls. That was definitely my highlight. Unfortunately, they couldn't get one over the line. But again, a great game of hockey. Your side?
No, for me, I think it's definitely the fight in that Drostdy side. You could see that they were a little bit unsettled at the beginning of the match, but as the match progressed, they found their feet and definitely put Milnerton under a lot of pressure. So quite great work there from them. We will be back in the next few minutes for the next match, which will be Paul Roos versus Pinelands. See you soon.